things. It's been a while. I've been really busy with life and work and things, and so I've put the videos on the back burner. But here I am today to show you how to make a copycat recipe of the whole bowl Tali Sauce. Anyways, I love whole bowl. It's so simple. Rice, beans, pico to gallo, this Tali sauce, olives, cheese, sour cream, guac, or avocado. All my favorite things. So I thought I could definitely find somewhere online for the recipe of this secret sauce because they don't sell it. So I found a good recipe online and I've made it a few times, and every time I think it is probably the closest I'll ever get to a whole bowl Tali sauce without having to go all the way there. It requires a lot of a little, but it's pretty quick. So I'm going to take you through the steps, and what I'm going to mix it in is my Ninja blender. I love this thing. I don't use it nearly as often as I should, but it's got lots of blades. Okay, so the first thing we're going to put in is our olive oil. We need a 1/4 cup of the extra virgin olive oil. Oh, brand new. Pop, pitty pop. Okay, so 1/4 cup. I have the best blush into this, but this is my favorite measuring cup, and this is what I use all the time now. This is what it looks like, but if you look down, you can see the measurements without having to tilt your head to the side to see what you're actually measuring. So 1/4 cup. Bam. Okay, so you got put that in there. 1/4 cup. And then we need a 1/4 cup of water. So I'm just gonna get some out of the sink. Quarter cup of water. And there we go. Okay. Then we need a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. This is really hard to find, but I found it in the bulk food section. I think that's going to be the only place you can really find it. It's kind of yellow, powdery looking. It doesn't smell the best, but this is what it calls for. So 1/4 cup of the nutritional yeast. And so it looks kind of flaky, actually. See it there? Real flaky, kind of dusty. I've gotten some before at a different grocery store where it was very fine. But because we're blending it up, yeah, still like the bottom looks really fine, but the top's not. So anyways, we're gonna blend it up regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Just nutritional yeast. And then we need juice of a lemon, which I don't have. So we're gonna go without. But juice of 1 lemon, I think that is equivalent to like 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Hopefully it won't affect how this tastes, but I'm not too picky anyways, so there we go. So if you have lemon, juice out 1 lemon. Okay, the next thing is, I thought I got this as a clove of garlic, but now I don't think I even have a clove of garlic. Oh boy. You know, I do have minced garlic, but I'm not going to do that. It's okay. I don't really need the garlic. Oh, you know what I have? I have garlic powder. So I'm going to do garlic powder instead. It calls for 3 cloves of garlic. Ouch. So what I'm going to do is 1 teaspoon. Because I don't need a ton of garlic. Okay. That's probably going to be too much, to be honest. Oh boy. Okay, and then a 1/3 cup of garbanzo beans. So I'm just going to use this 1/3 cup. Make sure to drain them out of the can. Yeah. Okay, so 1/3 cup. And then we get into all the little ingredients, a little bit of a lot. So first comes the mustard. We need not mustard like you'd put on a burger or a hot dog, but mustard powder. It's not a very common ingredient in people's kitchens, I don't think, but now it is of mine. So we're going to do half a teaspoon of ground mustard. Bam. Alrighty. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. So I've got all my little bulk ingredients because you only need a 1/4 teaspoon of these ingredients, and so to get a whole thing is just to get a whole thing like this of cumin and turmeric and things just seems unrealistic. So I just go to the bulk section and get my seasonings out of there, and they end up only being like 20 cents each. I'd call that a steal of a deal. Okay, where's my cumin? Cumin, where are you? Okay, cumin. It's kind of darker brown seasoning. Okay, so 1/4 teaspoon. Get a little baggies open. 1/4 teaspoon. Bam. We're going to tie her back up so that the seasoning stays kind of fresh. And then I put them all in a Ziploc baggie together. Oops, should probably write what it is so I don't forget. Okay. And then curry powder. So you need a 1/4 teaspoon of curry powder. So I've got some curry powder right here from the bulk section. 1/4 teaspoon. These are such strong flavors that you really don't need a lot. Yeah. And this recipe makes about 4 servings. Alright, then we need some turmeric powder. Whew, see, I sneeze every time I make this. I blew it away, don't worry. Okay, turmeric. It's like a bright orange. Oh boy, in my nose hairs. Alright, and then we've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, I just did a little bit under because I don't necessarily need a lot of salt. A little salt goes a long way for me, because then we're also going to add garlic salt, so it's a lot of salt. So 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. Oops. And it also calls for onion salt, but that's another thing I don't have. I mean, a 1/4 teaspoon, I don't think it's gonna go. Whatever. If you have onion salt, use it. So 1/4 teaspoon of onion salt. Then we've got 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne, which I am a wimp, like everyone knows. So I really just stick to 1/8. I don't even have 1/8 teaspoon measure, but like I'm just doing a little bit. Okay? Put a little heat in there. Oh my gosh, my nose is whoo-wee. Okay, so now we've got all our ingredients in there. They're all in there, ready to go. So I'm gonna get my motor for the blender. Oops, oops. Okay, this is when we blend it all together. Ready? Here we go! lots of blend-ins. Okay. Ugh. Oh yeah. Then you got your little Tali sauce. It doesn't have like, it's got a pretty good consistency. You don't want it chunky, for sure. Don't want it chunky. But you can, if you want it thinner, you just add a little bit more water. All right. So then, that's basically the recipe right there for your Tali sauce. And then the rest of the ingredients, I mean, you can really make it your own. What I like to do is sometimes I'll do quinoa in replace of rice, but you can also do brown rice or white rice. I think at Whole Bowl they do brown rice. So it goes brown rice, black beans, pico de gallo, black olives, sliced avocado, cheddar cheese, sour cream, cilantro, and Tali sauce. And I like to put the Tali sauce like on top of the rice, and then I'll put some of the beans in there. And then when I get the other ingredients, I put a little bit more. And then you just stir it all up, and it's so good. It is so good. So now I need to cook some rice and heat some beans and get it all together, and then we'll have our whole bowl. All right. Cheers, guys. See ya.